Anne Frank was a Jewish girl who became famous for the diary she wrote during the Holocaust. Her diary is the first encounter that many people have with the history of Nazi Germany's attempt to murder all the Jews of Europe during World War II. Anne Frank was born in 1929 in Frankfurt, Germany. She was the youngest daughter of Edith and Otto Frank, a lieutenant of the German army during World War I. Her sister Margot was 3 years older than her. Things were going terrible in Germany. Unemployment was high and people were poor. Simultaneously, Adolf Hitler and his Nazi party were gaining support by promising to solve the country's problem. The Nazis hated the Jews and blamed them for the problems. When the Nazis rose to power in 1933, Jews were treated more harshly. So Anne's Jewish parents decided to escape to Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Annie soon felt at home. She went to school, learned the Dutch, and made new friends. However, in 1940, the Netherlands was invaded by Germany, which made life increasingly difficult for Jews. Jews were stripped of their rights, forbidden from attending school, from shopping at most stores, and from taking public transportation. They were subject to curfew and forced to go to the concentration camp. In the summer of 1942, after Anne's sister Margaret was ordered to report for a labor camp, the Frank family went into hiding behind Otto's business with the aid of a few non-Jewish friends. Their living space was hidden by a movable bookshelf. They lived in the secret annex for 2 years. Anne got a diary for her 13th birthday gift. During this time, Anne wrote faithfully in a diary about day-to-day life in hiding, from ordinary annoyances to the fear of capture. She discussed typical adolescent issues, as well as her hopes for the future, which included becoming a writer. It's really a wonder that I haven't dropped all my ideals because they seem so absurd and impossible to carry out. Yet I keep them because in spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart.
Anne's last diary entry was written in August 1st, 1944, 3 days after the Gestapo or German secret state police discovered the secret annex.
They were eventually betrayed, and Franks and the 4 others hiding with them were deported to Westerbork camp, and then to Auschwitz-Birkenau.
In November 1944, Anne and her sister Margot were moved to the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp in Germany. Both sisters died of typhus in March 1945. It was just a few weeks before British troops liberated Bergen-Belsen in April 1945. Only Anne's father, Otto, survived the war and published her diary. Her diary spread around the world under the title Anne Frank, the Diary of a Young Girl. Anne's story about life in hiding and the war is read all over the world. Her diary has been translated into more than 70 languages. The world will never forget the story of Anne Frank and her family and the millions of others who lost their lives in the Holocaust.